Nikrat Gala B'nei Shabbat Nikabla Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach. Here together. Shabbat Shalom. The Halevis are together. Yeah, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, U'Mevorach. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Let me find my siddur. Now I got it. All right. It's we're working. This is my new pulpit. This is my bedroom. So, I have everything in its place. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Ariella Teller is here. Hi, Ariella. Say hi, Ariella. Hi. All right. Hi. That's I like the wave. All right. Shalom Aleichem. Who's with you, Ariella?
We have Jen. Jen and I were co-counselors together at Camping Judea, Texas. So she knows all of the Kabbalat Shabbat songs too, which is nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, but I don't do, well, there might be some overlap with CYJ. We'll see.
Don't worry. We're with it.
You're with the program?
Yeah, we're with the program. Right. We'll roll with it.
And where are you? Tell everybody where you are. What's part of the world?
Oh, Charleston, South Carolina. Where Jen goes to school. And we're making challah, so I might have to go for a sec, but I'm here.
All right, and you're in a little bubble. You're a man-made bubble.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Exactly. Being COVID safe.
Awesome.
It's two of us out here.
There you go. Stay safe together.
Yes.
All right.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Malachei Elyon, Bimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei and then say them, ready? Baruchoni l'shalom, malachei ha'shalom, malachei elyon, v'melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Here we go. Say them l'shalom. Y'all know how this works. It sort of seems like I'm singing by myself, but I know I'm not because you're singing with me. Can I hear your voices? No, I can't. But you're still going to sing out loud because that's how it goes, because the energy transmits through the internet. We know that, right? So everybody sing together as we begin our Kabbalat Shabbat together. And Nava picked up on the Nava Tehillah is a group in Israel, very energetic tefillah leaders, and she picked up on their Lechuna Ranana on page 15. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. That's the first part, right? Can we try that together? Lechuna Ranana. Hey. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. Kadma Fanav Bifroch Adonai. Kadma Fanav Bitoda Bizmirot Naria Lo. Kadma Fanav Kadma Fanav Bitoda Bizmirot Naria Lo. Is it traditional Nusach? It is not. Are we going to get to the traditional Nusach? Yes, we are. Don't worry, Ken. Before I get there. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. We're just warming up. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. Kadma Fanav Bitoda Bizmirot Naria Lo. Kadma Fanav Bikudish. Kadma Fanav Bitoda Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu. Page 15. We were wandering in the desert, not listening particularly well to God. Arba'im shana akut bedor, va'omar am to'e levavhem, behem lo yad'u derachai, asher nishpati be'api, im yava'un el menuchati. Shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol ha-16. Shiru ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom leyom yeshuato, sapru v'goyim kevodo bechol ha'amim nifleotav, ki gadol Adonai. Adonai kiva lishbot haaretz, yishbot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'emunato. Adonai malach tagel haaretz, page 17. Or zaru ala tzadik lishrei lev simcha, simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, ve'hodu lezecher kodsho. Friends, we turn to page 19 toward the bottom. Romamu, Adonai Eloheinu, we exalt Adonai. So why do we praise and exalt Adonai so much? Our rabbis teach that we should emulate the values and the behaviors of God. Just as God clothed the naked, so should we clothe the naked by providing them with fig leaves and all that God did. Just like God comforts the mourners, so too should we comfort the mourners, as God came to comfort Abraham, and when he was sick after his surgery, he comforted the sick. So too should we reach out to people who are in need. So we praise God, and we exalt God, and we express our highest ideals that we have for ourselves. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. All right, Ariel, I need just one person to respond Ki after me. So Ariel, you and Jen are going to be the Ki people. Here we go. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu. Here we go. Lehar Kodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Beautiful. Page 20. Mismor David. Mismor David. Avul Adonai B'Nelim. Avul Adonai. Kavod Ma'oz. Avul Adonai Kevod Shemo. Ishtachavul Adonai B'Hadrat Kodesh. Kol Adonai Hamayim El HaKavod Yirim. Adonai Hamayim Rabim. Kol Adonai Bakoach. Kol Adonai Behadar. Kol Adonai Shover Arazim. Vaishaper Adonai et Arzeh Havanon. Vayarkidem Kemo Egel Levanon. Besirion. Kemo Ben Re'emim. Kol Adonai Kotzev Lavotesh. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar. Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh. Kol Adonai Cholel Hayalot. Hayechesof Ye'arod. U'hechalo Kulo Omer Kavod. Adonai Lama Bo Yashav Vayishev Adonai Melech Leolam. Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitein. Adonai Yivarech et Amo B'Shalom. Lai lai la li lai o lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai lai la li lai lo loi. Lai 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 loi. 21. L'cha Dodi is a song of love. Come, my beloved, Dodi. So we're talking to our Dodi. L'cha Dodi, my beloved, Dodi, my beloved, my love. Right? And so it's a love song. And so we love Shabbat. We love Shabbat. And we know that God loves us through the gift of Shabbat. Oti, it's a sign that God loves us. Another sign of love is intimacy and physical presence. It's so beautiful to see the Halevis sitting in the same room. Is that right? So Mazal Tov, just that box brings my kavana a little more love. Yes? Here we go. Lechando dili krat kala, bene Shabbat nekabela. Lechando dili krat kala, bene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor b'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmiyanu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem ul tiferet ve'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor hameracha, Merosh mikedem nesuha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech melucha, Imekor hameracha, Me'lashevet yemekabacha, Me'u yachmol alaychem. I got it now. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Here we go. Hinari me'afar kumi, Livshi bigdeti fartehami, Ayad ben Yishai v'talachmi, Korba el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, Kiva oreh, Kumiori, Uri, Shudaberi, Kevan Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Page 22. Yaminus. You can stand up. Tifrotim v'et Adonai ta'aritzi, Ayadish ben parti, B'nis lecha v'nagila, Ulecha dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, Katzens, who are finished with Shiva now, yes? So we closed the Shiva for the Katzen family. I see Cheryl there, and she can share with the family that we're sort of, transitioning from Shiva to Shloshim, which is Ken Levine, you want to help us with that? We downshift from Shiva to Shloshim. What does that mean to you? Any reflections on that?
It's just a return to some of the steps back into life. It's a gradual process. And so it's a welcoming back into the community while recognizing at the same time that all is not returned to normal.
Thank you. Thank you. We're thinking about you and we're with you on this journey. Page 23, a song for Shabbat. He's more shir. We'll do a CYJ, yeah. Is Jen still listening? All right. He's more shir, Yom HaShabbat, Tov Le'odod Adonai, U'zamer L'Shimcha Elyon, U'zamer L'Shimcha Elyon. He's more shir, Yom HaShabbat, Tov Le'odod Adonai, U'zamer L'Shimcha Elyon, U'zamer L'Shimcha Elyon. Le'hagid, Le'hagid, Baboker Hasdecha, Be'emunata Baleilot, Ale Asor Ve'ale Nabel, Ale Higayon Ve'chilot. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat, Tov le'odod la'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor shir last time. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat, Tov le'odod la'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Odinu b'seva d'shni brani mihiu, le'agid ki yashar Adonai tzuri, ve'lo avlata bo. And I'm Malakid Vishnai, page 24. After the psalm, we will recite the Mourner's Kaddish for mourners and all those observing your site. Edotecha ne'emnu me'advetcha na'ava kodesh Adonai le'orech yamim. Mourner's Kaddish. You can unmute for the Mourner's Kaddish, please. Here we go. Kadash Me'rabah. Yalma Tivra Kirute V'yamlich Machute.
V'chayikon Yamechon V'chayed Echal Beit Yisrael V'agalav V'zman Kariv V'ruah
Amen. Yehesh Me'rabah Me'barach Le'olam Ve'omayah.
Yipbarach V'shtabach V'bar V'ramam V'naseh V'dar V'dalev V'dalal Shemedi Kudusha B'rechu Le'elom Minkal B'chata V'shirata V'shbechata V'nechemata Damiram B'elmar V'imru Amen.
Amen.
Eishlom Araba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mamah Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Continue with Mariv on page 28 with the Baruch. Ken Levine.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Ba'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Ba'ed. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach should be one of my protection. בורא יום ולילה גולל מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הרבים.
Amen.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה יומם ולילה ואהבתך תשים ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם ושבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והיה עם שמות את הישר נתמצא שמתם את דברי שנשבע אדוני לבתיהם לתת להם כי מהשמיים על הארץ ויאמר אדוני המשלם ודבר הרסים ואדוני בעצמו Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 32. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורתי לא עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה Zeli Yanuvi Yameru Adonai Imloch Le'alam Va'ed V'nemar Ki V'adarnai et Yaakov Galom Yad Chazak Mimenu Baruch Ata Adonai Ga Yisrael.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Hamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Hamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Ushmor tzedenu uvoenu lechaim shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Hamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim.
Ufros alenu sukat shilomecha baruch ata Adonai Hapore sukat shalom alenu v'yakol amo Yisrael v'ya Yerushalayim. Page 34. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasor et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasor et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובן בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויאמר דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון וביומכון וכידך בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמירה במבורך ויעלם עולם ויעלם יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ינשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תותבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא בימרו. Amen. Moment of silent reflection. The words of the Amidah, page 35b. Can't reach it.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה לשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Now it feels like Shabbat a little bit more. Thank you for davening with us, Ken and Levine. Thank you for your voice and all that tradition and all that keva. And so that's kind of the topic of my Dvar Torah this evening, right? How we balance the two. And so here, let me, a new Aramaic word of the evening. You ready for this? Bar plugta. Bar plugta is the Aramaic word. So bar, bet, resh, and then plugta. Pe, lamed, vav, gimel, tuf, aleph, or something like that. Bar plugta. So bar, we know from bar mitzvah. So what's the equivalent of bar in Hebrew, for example? Right? If you can be a bar mitzvah, or sort of like a ben mitzvah. So what does a ben mitzvah mean? It's sort of like a ben mazal, right? So what's the word ben mean in this context, right? In the normal context, of course, it means son of. In this context, it does not mean son of. It means like ben mazal. Right? So what's mazel? Ben mazel. A ben mazal is luck. So ben mazal is a lucky person. A person who is lucky. That's a ben mazal, the son of luck. You see, you hear what I'm saying? So it's a lucky person. So bar mitzvah is a ben mitzvah, or bar mitzvah, which means son of commandment, literally. But that's not actually what it means. It means one who is commanded, a commanded one. Right? So far, so good. So now we're on bar plugta. Right, so it's ben palug, right? So in Aramaic, the shorish pe lamed gimel means argument, argumentation. My pligta, what are they arguing about? Right? So it means people who argue. Ben bar plugta is an argument pair. A pair of arguers is a ben plugta, and the Talmud is based on that root. That's the Talmud, like sets of conversations that are codified in our oral tradition, right? So right at the beginning, not where it ended up. At the beginning, the oral tradition started, right, with at that core of conversations, right? One side says this, the other side says that. So what do we do now? Well, on this, right, it's this side, right? So that's the Talmud, right? That's the Talmudic project, and it honors bar plugta. It honors these conversation partners, these pairs of arguers who stand for part of the basic values of Judaism. The problem is part of the basic values of Judaism aren't so simple and dry and cut. The core basic values of Judaism involve conversation, involve different opinions, involve diversity, and involve plurality. And so I just want to raise up on this Thanksgiving Day, then this Thanksgiving Shabbat, I want to recognize Canna Levine and give thanks for my bar plugta, right? So what does that mean? What that means is, right, for a decade, or I don't know how long, we've been having the same argument over and over and over, right? About progressivism and traditionalism. That's the argument, right? I've got a little traditional in me. He's got a little progressive in him. But look, we are who we are. And Baruch Hashem, that's all, right? Baruch Hashem. Which means, right, that it's easy to have an opinion. To have an opinion is no great mila, as they say in Yiddish. It's no great thing to have an opinion. What's hard is to have a conversation. That's hard, right? So maybe we'll be blessed with lots of conversations this year and beyond, and may you all find a bar plugta in your lives, someone to challenge you, to sharpen your own opinions, to drive you. And right, how is music made? How is music? Music is made through dissonance and assonance. You need both. You can't just have. That's not. Harmony all the time gets boring. Right? You need to have a little tension, right? And that's how we grow. And so may we all grow together, my friends. This Shabbat and every Shabbat. We continue now with Vayachulu.
All right, let's go away from tradition. ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה לה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 לה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון קונה שמיים וארץ, מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, לפניו נעבור ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מן הברכות אל ההודעות. אדון השלום מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה לימדו שני עונג, זכר למעשה בראשית. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך, שמנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעובדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו מאהבה ורצון, שבת קודשך ינוחו וישראל, מקדש שמך ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Amen. But before Kaddish Shalem, I just wanted to. We have a birthday boy on the line. I wasn't sure where Fred's birthday is today. And so if Fred would like to make the Kiddush, we would like to offer him that opportunity. Fred, do you have a Kiddush cup around? Right, so after Kaddish Shalem, Fred will lead us in the Kiddush. Take your time. Go ahead. Ken Levine will do the Kaddish Shalem and then Kiddush.
Love it. Yitkara v'yikara shemer Rabba, amen v'yom adivra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'mechon b'chayi l'chol beit Yisrael, b'gal aretz v'ankarei v'yimaru, amen. Yehi shmer Rabba mevarach, li'alam olam e'omaya, yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalash me'likudisha brecho le'ela minko birchata v'shirata tutbrata v'nechamata damiran b'yalma v'yimeru amen. Titkabal tzilot hon uvaut hon decho Yisrael kodam avo hon divishmaya v'yimeru amen. Yesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav Yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen.
Hold on, Fred, hold on. Wait, 1 minute before you clear your throat. 1 second. So everybody kind of knows Fred on the line. Gabrielle may or may not know Fred, but I wanted to ask Ariella to explain. Ariella, I'm on mute for a second. Can you explain what Fred does to you? Let's say you're walking. It's Kiddush. Let's say it's Kiddush time, and you fill your plate with some delicious. But you usually go straight for the desserts, right? So you fill your plate with some delicious desserts. You're walking by, and lo and behold, here comes Fred. What happens next?
Well, I usually have a plate. I have a cookie on my plate and probably a cookie in my hand too. And what usually happens is Fred will not only take the cookie on the plate, but also take the cookie in my hand.
So I'm not understanding. He will steal your cookie? What do you mean? He'll give it back, of course.
He's very sneaky. He's very sly.
But I assume he'll give it back.
Nope.
What happens to the cookie?
Boxes of cookies.
What happens to the cookie? What happens to the cookie that he took?
Fred eats the cookies.
It's Fred.
No, it's
Fred Florsheimer.
Yes.
How dare you?
And it happens to all 4 Teller children. We get to bond over it.
No, you're not the only children I steal from. It isn't unique with the Tullets. I steal from my own. I even steal from strangers.
But you got to let him have it. He's very sly with it. He's very sneaky.
You're right. You're right.
That's true. All right.
Your younger sister always was shocked.
Yeah. The face is dropped.
It's like tap on the shoulder. You know, when you tap on one side, you look the other way. Very similar.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to eat it. That's not how the game is played, Fred. All right, good.
I was blessed today on Zoom. All my children Zoomed me today. Today's my birthday, all right? And I only want to say one thing, that I'm blessed. I'm 89 years old, and I feel good. I don't go to the doctor because I don't have any money. So that's one way to stay healthy. Anyway.
Fred, you can steal my cookies any day.
Thank you.
I'll let it slide.
Well, I'm hoping for this pandemic to end real soon. Then I will steal cookies.
I hope it happens soon. I hope you steal my cookies soon.
Amen.
I will do it. Amen. Thank you.
And happy birthday.
I hope your father doesn't get me in trouble because I steal your cookies, okay? Okay. Thank you.
Go for it, Fred. Kiddush. Yeah, lead us from the Baruch Atah.
You mean start the Kiddush?
From Baruch Atah to the end of Mekadesh HaShabbat. From the Boper Gafen, yeah.
It's on page 49.
I don't have that book.
He has the old Siddur Sim Shalom. Yeah, show us your Siddur. Let's see the Siddur.
I have my Siddur, my old Sim Shalom.
Yeah, it's the old Siddur Sim Shalom.
But if you want, I'll start the Kiddush.
Yeah, please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'olei v'liagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'letzavonu v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava uv'letzon inkilonu zikr lahom l'maaseh b'reshit ki hu yom tehillah למקראי קודש, זכר לציון מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך, ויחבה ובלוצון הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen.
Amen, amen. Shkoyach Chazan. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I want to nominate you for the 89-year-old Kiddush of the Year.
Okay. Well, I get a plaque.
Aren't we going to say a Yom Haleah Sameach?
You'll let it.
Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach.
Thank you.
All right. Page 51, Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, atikidu liotze breshit, shelo asanu ki goyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mitbarot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol amonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינת זו בגבהי מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו בזולתו ככתוב בתורתו וידעת יום בהשיבות אל לבביך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ימל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Thank you, friends. Before we say the Mourner's Kaddish, we extend our condolences to the families of Shirley Katzen, Doris Gruskin, Cecily Sherbel, and Marcia Burney. We commemorate the following Yortzites: Karen Andrews, Betty Ann Ashkenazi, Norman Belasco, Lewis Kaplan, Murray Cohen, Gertrude Cohen, Robert D. DeWitt, Charlotte Eagle, Marcel Elias, Edith Estes, Anita Flesberg, Sydney Freed, Catherine Geigerman, Rose Gimbel, Maury Goldberg, Greg Goldstein, Joseph Henry Heffler, Joseph High Cadville, Rebecca High Cadville, Dorothy Kellum, Mark Lang, Karen Goldsmith Levy, Kurt Lothman, Ida Marks, Sarah Kolovich Mendelovich, Maurice Newberger, Clara Portnoy, Leah Resnick, Jerry Ribnick, Blanche Rubine, Maurice Schaffman, Melba Simmons Goodman, Jerome Skoll, Leah Ray Stepanoff, and Bert Winters. Mourner's Kaddish. Mourners can unmute to recite the Mourner's Kaddish.
Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah v'yalmad divrach hirutei v'yamlik malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'yayeh Israel
All
these
man Kari favor. Amen.
Amen. Yehi.
Yehi Mera Yibarach Nishabach Yipar Yitramam Yitnasei Yitadar Lev Shemei Kudesha Neila Minal Berchata V'Shirata V'Shkachata V'Nehemata Ron Belma V'Meru. Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabban Shemaya Imalinu V'Kol Yisrael. Amen.
Amen.
Shalom V'Ramah Huyas Shalom Aleinu V'Kol Yisrael V'Meru. Amen.
Amen. May the one who makes peace above bring peace and comfort to us below. Together we say Amen.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. There's a couple of announcements. One is Amy Alevi is here. So Amy, when you were growing up at Beth Israel, here's my question. So Amy is a rabbi's daughter, Rabbi Karf, Alav Hashalom. That was her father, big deal. and here's my question. Were there like guys like Fred around grabbing cookies?
Yes, of course there were guys like Fred grabbing cookies. You had to be really careful, but sometimes you couldn't be careful enough and you lost those cookies.
That's unfortunate. And you weren't the firstborn. You're what number?
Middle, second.
The middle, right. So Ariella, you're a little bit different from Ariella. Here's how it goes. Everybody calls all the other siblings Ariella just because they know Ariella the best. So sometimes they mistake her. So what do they call you again?
I would sometimes get called Ramy because they'd start by saying Rachel, and then they'd think it was probably not Rachel, and so it would Ramy myself. And but that's okay. People tried, and we were three girls, but we looked not exactly like. I was the only one with curly hair, so I was usually spotted that way.
Gotcha. Oh, thank you. Yes, and yeah, we love all names, of course. Yeah, and so we have Mariella and Manava. Manava is a good one. That comes out a lot. Anybody else have that experience? It's just us, I guess. All right. Oh, Ken Levine, yeah. What was yours, Ken Levine? And then we'll move on. Unmute.
My brother and I looked a lot alike when we were younger. Nobody could tell us apart. So
you
got each other.
It was basically interchangeable.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. All right, so tomorrow is 9:30. Same. And any other announcements, Ken Levine? We want to make the Hanukkah's coming. That's a big deal.
Yeah, we have 8 nights of Hanukkah coming up with all kinds of special programs, one every single night. Some of it is geared towards everybody. Some of it is geared towards specific audiences, but there's a way for everybody to participate. Come and join us 8 nights.
Wonderful. And I've been working behind the scenes secretly. Maybe I shouldn't tell you. Forget it. Never mind. Okay, fine. I'll tell you. I've been working with the Nature Center, the Nature Discovery Center, on a prayer walk idea. The reason I don't want to tell you yet is they have to go through 2 boards: the board of the Bel Air Nature Center, And turns out that the Bel Air city owns the acreage of forest. So the Bel Air Nature Center owns the mansion and the property behind the mansion, but the city owns the rest of it. So that has to go to the city to approve a Brith Shalom prayer walk down Bel Air Nature Center path. I think the reason I'm telling you is I think it's going to happen. I'm optimistic, but that'll start happening hopefully January 1. But don't tell anybody else because I don't want to get hopes up too high. Thank you. And we'll conclude with Ken Levine, Hazen's choice.
Why don't we do a hot take for tonight?
Nice.
Page 395. O Lord, balev apnima nefesh Yehudi homia ulfate mizrach kadima ayin lezion Sophia od love tikvatenu atikva bashnot alpayim leotam chofshi be'artzenu Eretz Zion Yerushalayim Liotam Chofshi Be'artzenu Eretz Zion Yerushalayim.
Thank you. In a moment, Ken Levine's going to bless us. Thank you, Sherry Ann, for being the Zoom by and for spotlighting Ken Levine there at the end. Very nice touch.
Yeah.
And but I also want to check in with you before we conclude the service. I painted some general pictures of our relationship. I want to make sure that it resonated with you, and I'll give you the opportunity to make any adjustments.
Are you
That's
talking
all.
to me?
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm talking to Ken Levine. I called you. I'm sorry. No, I named you a traditionalist with some progressivist instinct. I want to make sure you're okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, that's all. Good. Thank you. So, bless us in that case.
Please. Should I come up with a new blessing?
No. The traditional blessing. Please keep it traditional.
Here we go. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuanecha Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
Shabbat shalom and thank you. Everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Enjoy South Carolina.
Shabbat shalom.
Leaders, it's good to see you guys.
Shabbat shalom.
And
so nice to see everyone.
Same here. I was going to say that to you, Ariella.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Happy birthday, Fred.
And happy birthday, Fred. That's it, right?
The cookie monster.
Yeah, Fred, happy birthday.
Brand new.
Wishing you many more cookies.
My
New
children
tallis.
brought me a brand new tallit.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful. What color is it? Okay. Is it red?
Nice.
No, it's black.
I can't see on the colors. Yeah, black. Oh, it's traditional. It's traditional.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I got one of those too.
Traditional.
Mine too.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Many more years of tallis wearing and cookie stealing.
there you go. Well, no, it's so big I can steal cookies underneath it.
Still cookies.
Anyway, that's a wonderful gift.
Happy
Shabbat
shalom.
birthday. Shabbos all.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.